This is it. It is the grand final of the KBG LAN 3on3 tournament. It is only going to be one game. It is a best of 5. There is no double elimination. Whoever wins is the champion. We do have TEAMOXID against Team Visual. And for Oxid, we have Fireball, Cresty, and Stray. For Visual, we have Gizmo, Insane, and Outlaw. These are some big names in enemy territory. We should be given a really nice bit of gameplay. As I said, this is a best of 5. So I'll only give you the first 2 maps. We do see more. We're guaranteed 3. But I'll give you the first 2. And that was Gold Rush and Delivery. And I hope you enjoy this one. It was a very good game. And as I say, this is a one game winner takes all. As Visual take on Oxid. Enjoy the game. So here we go. It is Gold Rush. It is the first map of the 3on3 grand final. This is a best of 5. The KGB LAN comes to an end in 3on3. But who will come out the victor? This is a single elimination tournament. And we have Visual against Oxid. It is going to be Stray, Cresty, Fireball coming up against Insane, Outlaw, and Gizmo. And we do have Visual on the attack first. They are making their way towards that side and main area. They are taking their time. Very different strats we do see in here and on the attack on Gold Rush. As there are not as much spam to deal with. As the push is actually going to come inside. Big kill comes up from Fireball. He really needed to get that kill in, because that would have been an easy flank from the side area. And they have managed to deal with the first push pretty much. I don't think they've actually got an engineer. I think they've gone all medics. Oh no, they have actually got an engineer. Here comes Gizmo. Fireball is actually going to be able to take down Insane again. And they're not really syncing up their attacks very well at the moment. As they are going to go very aggressive towards main. I think they're just waiting for a potential spawn time. They could just push in into the tank here. If he would have died on the tank, he would have just got revived and insta builds. Anyway, it could have that could have been a problem, is if he got gibbed with an 8. Push coming towards side. Nice frags come in. Cresty picks up 2 on that push, and Oxid cement themselves a little bit. They're gonna have to play pretty well here. They, of course, the 6on6 teams versions of these teams met up last night, and the Visual team effectively came out on top. But 3on3 is a bit different, and that could have gone either way, if I'm honest. So we have got quite a slow start from the Visual team. Gizmo does make it in towards side old CPE position, and Insane thinks he's getting flanked here. He is, and he is gonna get the frag in. They need to get the revive in towards Gizmo again, as he is very low HP. He's just going to go for that tank. But this is what I'm saying. The nades could come across, and somehow he's going to be able to get quite a lot of that build in. But he is on a long spawn. Nice nade comes out from Outlaw, and that is actually a full spawn for Cresty. Maybe another kill to come in. Stray picks up the frag onto Outlaw. That was very important. So it's going to be a 2on3 for about 5 seconds. But the Axis are pushed forward, and they will have nades on the spawn. And they should be able to respawn in without too much of a problem. Allies are already spawned in, as you can see. So Gizmo's showing us some moves. Match has been paused, I'm not sure why. I'm being told any issues, but so far, nearly 2.5 minutes off the clock for the Axis team. This is only a 12-minute map in 3on3 compared to the 15 in 6on6. I guess you could say it's easier to get a full hold because there's less time. But at the same time, I think it is easier to attack certain stages. Especially this first stage is actually very easy to attack in 3on3 compared to 6on6. You don't have all the mines that are just littered all here.
Fight.
This is the grand final, so no brackets needed. We have got an engineer and a medic on main again. Push comes round from side, and it's going to be Insane again to try and take down Fireball. Fireball has come out the victor quite a few times here. And Insane must know he's close. And it is going to be Insane this time. He does pick up that frag. Nice revive comes in, but Stray is going to be able to pick up 2 frags. And the third, as actually it was Cresty with 1. Nice headshots though from Stray. He does pick up a lot of damage. And there's no one to spec. The respawn does come in. Cresty and Stray both pick up a double kill apiece, and it was a 2-on-3 for a little bit of time. Maybe they misjudged their push on main after that kill on side. Damage, a lot of damage going towards Stray there. They're making their way in towards side here. Maybe going to revert around towards back. They haven't used too much attention towards this back area. It is much harder to defend, I think, on back. Because you don't want to be put all the way to the side. They have given their push away a little bit. Building up to CP. But Oxid are doing a really good job at the moment. Getting a lot of frags in. First stage holds. If you can get 4 or 5 minutes on this first stage, you'll set yourself up for a really nice attack of your own. Giving yourself plenty of time to get things done. 4 holds is definitely not a given. The headshot, he got 1 bullet off. As the push is going to be able to come in towards this corner area. Gizmo maybe going to be able to go for a build. 2 players respawn back in for Oxid. 1 player is full. It is going to be Cresty out for full spawn. And it is 1 player remains. It is just Fireball on this back area. He has Gizmo to deal with, and Insane and Outlaw. But he does take down the Engineer, but Gizmo's going to be able to make it towards the tank. And the build will come in. It took a long time, just over 4 minutes. The MG frag is going to come in, but just over 4 minutes is a very long time here on that first stage. 30% of your time is gone already. They can't afford to have a barrier stage here. Let's pick up Stray. He is playing the Engineer. And he's going to try and make his way towards the long area, just to go around the back. Kills come in. Unless they only have 1 Engineer, they're not going to be able to build up that barrier instantly. Stray actually has to get a bit of charge in and then wait for it to charge again. As you can see, he's just going to sit on it. They are going to get flanked. Kills come in for a visual, and they should hold on to this stage. The tank will roll on. He only has to get past the barrier or completely destroy it after that. You'll see it just suddenly disappear. 7 minutes remain. They haven't managed to create a barrier and a stage of the Axis team. Push coming underneath the bridge. No build on the truck barrier just yet. They'll get that on the next spawn probably. And that's more of just a delay. Nice work by Insane. Just running around the tank. Really basic stuff, but makes it work. As Insane's just going to continue escorting the tank. Look at you can do that if you want. It gets the tank into position. It's hard to kill him. You could have just used the tank as cover. The tank is in position, and it's going to destroy the bank. I think Stray has already destroyed CP, so the allies are going to have to rebuild that. I think you saw Gizmo making his way towards it. He is going to get revived. Fireball in position to slow this down, as he has got a 1-on-2. I think he's trying to wait for maybe an Engineer to come up and tap this. Stray just has to tap this, and he is. And it does come out. And all the kills are going to go Ox's way, although Insane does pick up Cresty under the CP. He's going to make it towards long. Stray heard a lot of footsteps here. He's gone towards the ammo, sir. He's right behind you. As you can see, Insane's going to make it. They know he's here. Need to get that. He's going to be given the freedom to move towards bank. I think they kind of baited him there. CP's going to get built up by the allies, and they're going to have that forward spawn. And they're just under half the time left on the map. Which is okay. They recovered quite nicely. That first stage was not the best. They have managed to get that the build on the barrier, though, once more, the Axis team. That's going to drain another spawn for the Engineer. As you see, Insane is on NG. He would normally class up as a medic by this point. He's going to go for that barrier by himself. I think maybe a little bit of backup. Nice work from Outlaw. He needs to get in that revive, though. I think the Gib came in, and Outlaw's all alone underneath the bridge. He is weak. He is out. These spawns are going to come in. Cresty has pushed up already, I think. Here he is. So look how much they're getting delayed just to go for this barrier. It was a nice build. We'll go down.
Dynamite planted.
No, they'll have a full team of medics very soon. Didn't manage to get the plant down before the respawn. Nice shooting from Gizmo. He will class it up as a medic, I would have thought. And he gets another headshot on Stray at second. And Outlaw with the double frag. And Outlaw's going to actually decide to kill out because the respawn of the Axis was coming in. He would have got fallen. Falls in 3-on-3 will cost your team a lot more than on 6-on-6. Really nice from Oxid. Really, really nice. All three players just all working together. I did hear some footsteps. They're going to go for that spawn kill. Presty's going to get in a bit of damage. We'll see the kill-outs come in for the Oxid team. They haven't destroyed the tank Oxid. Could be used against them. They were using it themselves for a little bit. There's 2 kill-outs are going to come. And Gizmo's going to get taken down. 2 players pushing towards that third arch front of bank area. Nice play from Outlaw. He needs to get that revive, but he gets a triple kill, and he will be able to get into bank and get his hands on the objective. The respawning Axis will probably meet him as he runs out of the front of the bank, as they are going to be respawning in. Second arch is the position of Stray, and I think maybe they're down to 2. No, Fireball is at first. It's going to be very hard to get across. They need Gizmo's support. As the thing about angles is you don't want to play a wide one. If you want to get away quickly, you need to play a narrow one. If they went across the front of second, they would have been able to maybe get away with that. Nice revives. The pass the parcel. Outlaw is going to be able to pick it up. And Stray didn't kill out. Outlaw does manage to make it away with the objective, but Fireball's going to come around from the flank. And that was a nice save from Oxid. Very, very close from for Visual. But there was 2 players at second, and he tried to make the mad dash for barrels, but they're going to have so much time. They can see him for ages. Outlaw is going to be able to make it into that second arch. 2 players pushing towards thirds. Krasty jumps on that MG. That is really frustrating if you're the Allied team. Because normally that goes for you, not against you. It is very much going against them at this point. Look at Krasty. Just annoying the hell out of them at the tank.
To get out of here, soldier.
Oh, bit of team damage coming in. He actually shot his own team with the objective. Don't think he did too much damage. Fireball is going to be able to pick up that frag on the objective holder. He has to be taken down. And Outlaw's going to get dropped as well. And the frags are all going to go Oxid's way. That was pretty poor. Oxid doing a really good job. Krusty been really annoying on that tank, and he's going very aggressive for the next spawn because there is pretty much only going to be 1 or 2 more spawns for the Allied team. Nice grenade, does a bit of damage to Outlaw, does manage to take him down, but the backup comes in. Krusty's going to get a double kill, and Gizmo decided he's going to ignore it. He assumed, yeah, you've got this kill, I need to push forwards. Time is of the essence. But you need all 3 of your players alive. Really nice double frag comes out from Krusty. And it's just Gizmo on that long hill. He's getting the backup of teammates now. Insane. Now making his way towards bank. They will get another chance. Someone's at third. Stray is at the old MG, and you don't see that rolled out too often. We did see Stray and Krusty doing that double team on second, so they should have been aware that Stray wasn't around. Nice nade on the respawn. And I'm pretty sure they're out of time, and this is going to be a full hold here on Gold Rush. Oxid doing a really good job. They switched it up on that backstage a lot. They didn't have much of a middle defense. It was basically a first and backstage. They slowed down the tank a little bit. The building of the barrier here was really nice. Added about 1.5 minutes to the clock. And Visual need to pick themselves up for their own defense. They could easily double hold this. They have got the quality, Visual. Sorry about your train internet. So looking at the scores, look at all the kills from Oxid. 19, 20, 21. That's really close. Nice defensive play. 60 kills to 35. You are the defensive team. You're going to have that advantage. However, Visual have a chance to square things up to make it 1-1. Double full hold would result in a 1-1 scoreline. Prepare to fight. Or Oxid are going to attack for the map victory. I'm not sure how the maps choices go, whether it's loser's choice. So if you lose the first map, you choose the second map. And then if you lose the second map, you choose the third map. I'm not sure how it goes, whether, or if they alternate.
Steal the tank.
We're going to see
the command post.
Oxid guys. It does look like Cresty's on the engineer. He's going to go for that CP off the start, so I'm not going to watch that. And they've got a double engineer. Okay, I see what they're doing. Cresty's going to be the lone gunman, like we saw Insane on the last attack from Visual. But he's going to get that CP. And it's going to be straight to jump in main. And he got a lot of build on that. He got a lot of build on that. And why he got a lot of build on that, I'll tell you. When he jumps in, if they kill him first, they've automatically got the tank. They have to kill the medic. They had to wait for the medic to come in and kill the medic first, then kill the engineer. So it looked closer than it really was. Because if they kill the engineer first, the medic's just going to get the revive and he's going to get in his with his revive protection. Nice defense here from Visual. Double kill comes out from Outlaw. And Insane gets that kill onto straight at the end as well. So they have set themselves up at this first stage. But we did see early signs of what Oxid can do. I mean, that's how you can play 3-on-3. You can just jump in and you can get that build on the tank. If you time it on the spawn, they're going to have less players. Push coming towards side. Fireball is going to be able to get that return frag. Cresty's going to come up against Insane. Insane gets that double headshot. And you have got Stray, the engineer. He is going to be able to make it towards tank. And he should get this build in. And they are going to abandon him. I guess the spawn times are not favourable for the Axis. As the allied medics are going to push down towards the respawn of Visual. Maybe some nades on this stairwell. It's going to be able to pick up one, the engineer. The revive should come in. It is going to be a double frag for Fireball, sorry. As Cresty is going to get shut down by Outlaw, who is the last man alive for his team. He has to pick up this frag. He doesn't want them to have too much control here. Doesn't matter too much. Nice shooting from Outlaw. And this will be a full spawn, actually. Revive was needed. Tank's going to still roll down. They're going to still build up some barriers, maybe CP. But a lot of control for the allied team here. They're in the campy position on the bridge. You can pretty much hold the bridge by yourself here. Because they can't push up the stairs. If they push up the stairs backwards, which sometimes people do, they run into someone like Fireball who's looking straight at them. So that, as you can see, you can shit them in the back, as you saw Insane run up backwards, but it's very hard to get up those stairs when you've got people at the top. Visual are going to have a really, really good backstage, basically. They're going to destroy the tank, but that'll get instantly built up. It will just slow down the game a little bit, because CP won't get built up by the allies too quickly. Unless I think they've already got it, actually. Cresty got it on the first spawn, so they don't even need that. Outlaw is going to use the tank to his advantage. I'm going to respawn back in. I've got Gizmo on the tank. I'm going to stick with this. It can be very hard to push from here, actually, against an Axis team, even when tank's in position. They did destroy the CP, it seems. Insane's going aggressive. And Fireball's going to be able to get that frag, but I think Insane will be spawning back in quite soon. Yeah, he knows that he's on the tank.
Command post damaged.
CP has been damaged. The tank actually isn't in position. How isn't the tank in position? I thought it was in position. I thought they didn't have the forward spawn because they weren't spawning at CP, but it was actually the tank. But now they don't have the CP because it has been damaged by the Axis. I think it might be built up because we have Fireball on the Covey. He's going to destroy it. But they are going to get their hands on the objective, and it's going to just distract the Visual players. I think he killed out. I think Fireball had the objective in his hands. That is actually Cresty. Fireball was the Covey. They're going to move in towards CP. He comes up, mistimed. A lot of damage coming towards Stray. He is going to be able to build that CP up. So the forward spawn is going to come in just a little after the respawn time. He's going to wait for his charge to plant that barrier, I believe. They still haven't done that. Again, that's going to delay them a little bit. But they have probably got about a minute and a half, maybe even 2 minutes more on this backstage than the visual team did. As Fireball is going to make it in towards the bank. He is not going to go in third. And decides to try and go in the front of the bank and gets taken down. Actually going to abandon this barrier. I would say, oh no, they haven't. They've just changed the engineers. It looks like Fireball on the NG. It is always a good idea to try and get this as early as possible. You don't want to get the gold in the back of the truck and have to deal with this barrier. It can be very hard to break down in 3-on-3. Because you have to always run with an NG. And sometimes you have to switch if you drop a dynamite and don't manage to plant. Nice defense from Visual. Adding frags to the boards. Push off the bridge. Cresty is going to take a lot of damage. Does manage to get that kill onto Gizmo. And he has made his way towards thirds. He didn't take too much damage. Enough to just push in first. He did actually get shut down, I think, from insane pushing out. 6 minutes to go. They have cleared up all the basic objectives. It is just the big one to go. Just the gold crate. Now once Visual got onto the gold crate, it didn't take them too long to get going. But Oxid were a bit too strong. They didn't give themselves enough time, really. There are a couple more minutes on the clock for the Oxid team, who are going to start making their way towards third, and they should have Stray in the back of the bank. Fireball in support. They have got someone to deal with. Outlaw. Does he know there's two? He doesn't. And Fireball is going to be able to pick up that objective. We all pick him up. Where is he gone?
Only 5 minutes.
He's going to try and get out the first arch. Nice, nice shooting towards first arch, sorry. As the push is going to come across the top. They are underneath the bridge. He needs to be careful not to die here. His teammates aren't too close. As he's going to start making it out. And I think he probably got the long road. He is alone, though. And Outlaw, the respawn comes in. Cresty does get the frag. Nice revive from Fireball. And he's going to try and make it up. He does get away. Very, very nice from Fireball. As I'm not sure they're going to... I don't think they're going to rush him or anything. But he's in a safe position at CP. The respawns will come in and they'll go for a clearance of the truck, the allied team. They'll have to stick together. And it could be a sort of the same sort of situation we see on Delivery, where 2 players are going up against 3 and they have to get the frags. And the guy with the objective can't really do too much, otherwise he's risking heavily, like he is, and he's going to die. And the secure should come in from Visual. So that's the thing you've got to decide. If you're going to risk it with the objective in your hands or you're going to stay back. You can do the thing where you kill out, pick up, and don't pick up the objective. Outlaw's going to be able to shut down Stray there, who was trying to move in for the gold crate. Nice grenade from Outlaw. It was nicely timed. I think there's someone above him. Not sure where that player went. Yeah, it's Stray. So they've got that 2-man second defense. They are going to be able to pick up the objective, and the frags are going the TEAMOXID way as Fireball's going to push out the front, and he's going to try and make it up long. I don't think he's going to get there. He's overcommitted a little bit. I don't think he's managed to make it away. He's still in bank. I think he has got a player to deal with. Behind him. He's getting a bit of support now. This is a bit frantic. Objective is going to be re-picked up by Fireball. He's going to try and make it away now. And they have only got pistols. He's getting boosted all the way across the map. Fireball gets the gold in the back of the truck. They had to hit the headshots there to have any chance. As a nade has gone down at the barrier, they're going to have a triple engineer. They're going to build the barrier. They're going to get... No, they're not! Oh, that's so unfortunate. All 3 engineers should have jumped on that. As the truck just moves past in time. And Oxid could win the first map here. Visual have to pull out a really nice stop of the truck. Yes, respawn comes in 10 seconds. I don't think they're going to do it. Oxid are going to get that truck up the hill. And they will take the first map in this grand final. And what events there? With the dock boost. The truck just getting past the barrier. That barrier gets built up, I think, in a visual have got it. My god. Fireball moving around the map like a fireball. It's basically what you said.
Great shot.
Is basically what you said. So it is going to be a 2-0 lead here on Gold Rush. It is a best of 5, so easily comebackable. Comebackable? I think that's a word. Looking at the stats, we have Cresty going huge, 40 frags. Outlaw continuing as well. He was going really ham last night. 39 frags for him. Everyone doing their job. Damage seems pretty decent. Very close, 18.1 to 18.6. Quite heavily out fragged though. But they did defend, you could say, for 2 minutes longer, so that might have evened up a little bit. So delivery is going to be the second map. I'm going to guess this is Visual's choice.
Hold your fire.
We did see a pretty nice performance from them the other day. Yesterday. Doesn't want to play Fops flag for 12 minutes. Easy solution, just give them flag. Used to give up the first objective all the time when I used to play. Not officials, but scrims. So we could practice other parts of defense. I guess you don't want to do that so much in an official. But he's getting that. It's a bit of banter. Like, we're going to hold you at first stage for 12 minutes. We'll see. They could. They could. We'll see how the allies can get their plants off here. You have to be quick. If you can get that plant off quick, you're okay. If you should get shut down on that plant, you're in trouble. Oh! He is going to get that planted. Yeah, it's got quite a big radius to get that down. You're going to get in the kills, and the killouts are going to come in as well. Fireball on the sniper. He is good on the sniper. But he is going to get pushed, and Outlaw's going to come in from behind him. It's very aggressive play. Very aggressive play by Visual. Outlaw has stayed alive as well. He's backing off. Now he can stay underneath here. Pretty lame position. But he gets things done. He could be aware of the potential. Well, they are. The nade comes down. He has healed up. They would have got some XP on that damage as well. So they know he's here. But he's going to get kills anyway. They're going to have to kill out. And it's going to be a bit of freedom for 2 players to push out for the Oxid team. Or all 3. The respawn will come in. So it's going to be a Gizmo by himself. And they get quite a bit of damage onto 1. Doesn't manage to get that kill in. That was pretty important. He does manage to finish it off. As the Axis players have got in position. And we do have the sniper in the hands of Fireball once more. He's going to get quite a bit of damage off here. Kill comes out from Outlaw. And you kind of need this sniper. Potential sneak has actually come in. Stray is he's going to try and pick up that flag. Cresty is already snuck through. They know he's here. He's going to get flanked. He does get dropped. So far so good for Visual. They've held on to this flag for quite a long time. They did say 12 minutes of flag. It is, the potential's there. They haven't lost it yet. But these guys are low on ammo. They need to fill up. It seems like it's going to be insane. And, they're actually pushing in lower. They don't know what to do when they push in lower, seemingly. Two players still at flag. Lots of damage. There's only 1 more player alive. It is Gizmo. And he is going to kill out, so I think they're going to have to give up that flag. It is going to be claimed. So the low push is what counters their defense, obviously. They didn't know how to react to that very well. Didn't try and take any duels. There wasn't anyone sat back either. They're all in the flag and it can be quite hard. Push comes into the office. 2 players in position. Outlaw's going to go aggressive on his respawn. Does manage to take down 1. Kills will come in for both teams. And here come the push from the allies. There's 2 going upper. And it does look like the individual team are going to be just push into the button room. Nade from below. It's actually a team kill. He thought they were still playing aggressive. Nades have been used though. Push coming in. Nice kill. Nice gib. Nice work from Stray. I think that's Cresty going to be spawning back in though. Stray again picking up some nice shots. We saw him in the 3-on-3 at the last LAN event. He did really well. And he's just going to push in. Nade though. And he got gibbed. I think he would have had the builds. Nice work from Gizmo. Nade comes into the room. I think that did quite a bit of damage. Team kill revive comes in. But the next Oxid defense, next Oxid push is going to have to get things done. He did die or kill out. Nice shooting from Gizmo. He's going to get overwhelmed a little bit by Cresty. Nearly whips out that Luger to take him down. And it's going to be Stray again to do some nice shooting. And he is going to be able to get the shots off. I think he got a team kill in that mix. Nice kill on that last player. And he does build up the controls. So the button can be pressed now, and the forward bunker is locked. There's no chance for the Axis to reclaim. Let's check out. I think it's Outlaw, insane front line. Yeah, I'll be very defensive in this back room. There are only two of them at the moment. Nade has come out though, nice damage, and Insane's going to die in the doorway. She's going to block the push for the allied team. But they are full. These guys are full. They need to be very careful here. 3 players are in the room. Nice grenade. Gets the killing gib on another player as well. Gizmo has to pick up this frag. Where's the revive Cresty? But Stray is going to push in. Gizmo's going to come in with the self-kill. And the 3 Axis players is just going to go to the truck now. That was nearly Gizmo saving the day. Fortunately, Stray moved down to support his teammate. Visual have already put a lot of time on that clock. Nice headshots through the window from Gizmo. I think that was Fireball. Did kill out. Indeed. So the button is clear. And you might see one of them try and push forwards, or on the respawn try and just go in there and press that. Someone either needs to hold it or be aware of the potential. They are going towards it just to make sure. There are 3 Axis players though at the truck. There's a little push coming from this spawn side. Nade over the top as well. They are going to give the objective positioning away. Need to get in that gib. And Stray's all alone. He needs to back off here. He is actually going to get the revive in. And he is going to get pushed. He is going to manage to get away as the respawning teams both come in. And Gizmo is going to have the freedom to just press the button. So nice work from Gizmo. I think he's going to drop down. I'm not sure what he's going to do actually. I think Gizmo just pressed it to distract them. And then drop down with his team again. Not a bad idea. Waste their time a little bit. Split up their attack at least. Where's Insane gone? He's gone quite aggressive. Wait, I think they're waiting for this one time. They need to get just 1 kill out and 1 gibbed. That's close. Insane taking a lot of damage here. Let's get killed. Nearly gibbed. That is really important shooting from, I think that was Outlaw. No, it was actually Gizmo. Just to push the guy away from the window so he could actually get that revive in. Nice shot from Outlaw. He has got a pistol in his hands. He nearly takes down a second player. He's going to get dropped eventually. Objective is actually down on top of that. Stray's going to miss the jump. Probably won't see a secure coming. Well, you will. I'm not sure. You try and jump and secure that. No, they have pressed the button. So they're going to have to go back to the room. Nice distraction play from Outlaw. He's going to be able to pick up 1 frag, 2 frags. And he knows the objective's below him. Ooh, I thought he missed spawn there. I noticed that they've got this Hyperion thing in their name.
Objective secured.
Isn't Hyperion something to do with Borderlands, the video game Borderlands?
Objective taken.
towards the spawn from Cresty. He is going to get dealt with. I think he had a few easy shots there. Made a hash of it. Oh no. We had this last time. Where the server lagged. Well, it happened like for like 30 seconds the last time this happened. It's not lagging at the server. It's lagging for my connection to the server. So they're still playing, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. But I'm lagged out for some reason. Because I'm connected via online. So they had about 3 minutes 25 seconds to get things done. This is just to set a time. Elysium or Visual even are a very strong team on their own attack, so you really want to get this done as soon as possible. They still have 2 gold crates to do when we last saw the game. They're giving me time to run ads. Pause for ads. Oh my. Everything's lagged out. Okay. Well, I haven't crashed. But yeah. No, it's gonna be Oxid. They're gonna crash it on purpose. Try and get a restart. I'm calling it. So I can't even go free cam. I can't even just whiz around. Can do nothing. But we did have exactly the same situation happen last night in a 6-on-6 game, I think. Or it might be a 3-on-3 game as well. You just don't want this. No, see that it's still going.
Objective taken. Objective secure. Objective taken.
And we're getting all the updates.
Objective taken.
Objective taken. Objective secured.
Objective
Objective was taken. Objective was taken. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'm not sure if this is the first or second gold crate. I'm assuming it is the first still. But we did lose 2 minutes. Let me have a little look. It is indeed the first gold crate. The second one is there.
Objective taken. We've got the first gold.
So it does look like it's going to be a full hold from Visual. I'll fill in the gaps with my YouTube video. You're welcome. And it's done it again. It's done it again. Someone's doing something.
Objective secure.
What is this?
First gold crate returned.
This is bad. I'll message Marcus after this holds. This is very laggy. It's not me. It's not me. This is the LAN center. It's happening on the other stream as well.
Objective taken. 30 seconds.
It's not happening for the players. The players are playing fine. They don't feel any of this. It's just for like the ETTV hubs and stuff, which is a good thing. Imagine you had this as a player; it'd be horrible. So 10 seconds remain on this attack for Oxid. They are gonna get full health. So we are gonna see the instant full hold reply from Visual, which is nice. I'm just gonna message Marcus. I'll bring up the scores on the screen. And all these games, which is going to be around 30 to 40 games by the end of the LAN, will be up on YouTube as well. Archived.
Capture the forward bunker.
For the archives. As now we have Oxid on the defense, sorry. As Visual are going to get that plant down very quickly as well. I don't like the plant going down first on the left-hand side though. I think the right-hand side is a bit more accessible. We are going to stick with Gizmo. We did see what he could do with a sniper rifle yesterday. And he is going to be able to pick up some more frags. So his team, I think Fireball's actually going to run back. He's scared that they managed to make it through lower. And yeah, 10 seconds spawn. Gizmo's done the job again for his team. Not the same sort of level that he did yesterday. But job done. First stage is locked down. And oh, if Outlaw was an engineer here. Nade into the room. Cresty taking a lot of damage. And so is Stray. As they are going to be able to clear out this room. Nade did come in, but the build will come in from Insane. Cresty did get in the frag. But that's an easy build, and Visual do look very strong on this map.
Objective taken.
No wonder he picked it. Yesterday, Gizmo got 3 grand kills in like 2 seconds. And got them all full as well. So they picked up like 3 stages. Basically won the map off of that. They set 2.5 minutes on delivery yesterday. But it looks like they could do just as fast, if not faster, today. We're at sub 2 minutes at the moment. And they've already got 1 gold crate in. They've already done all the main objectives. They just need 1 gold crate. Presty's nade is going to get the kill in. Gold is just up top.
Objective taken.
Nade comes out, kind of misplaced. The objective is going to have to make its way towards the button room. It has been pressed again. Nade comes out from Outlaw. He's going to be able to get 1 frag. Lots of damage going on towards Stray. And he's going to have to back off as Fireball's going to have to get the frag as well. Outlaw's just going mental. He is picking up so much damage. He is going to get dropped. Objective has been picked up by Gizmo. And the flank comes in. Stray's not going to be able to slow that down. And I think that's going to be it. This is going to be a faster time than yesterday. As we will have the objectives done in like 2 minutes 15 seconds. 2 minutes 20. That was faster than yesterday. And yesterday was insane. So let's look at the stats. 30 frags for Outlaw. 22 for Cresty. But look at the drop off for the other 2 players. They really weren't feeling it here on delivery. Quite a heavy frag difference between the 2 teams. But they did defend for 10 minutes longer. But that was pretty wrecked. It has to be said. And they have tied things up.
Destroy the entrances.
So Visual on the attack first. 3 players for Allies is going to push on towards the CP. It might be a plant in that low area. Nice airstrike comes out. But Outlaw's just going to be able to make it through office. And he is going to be able to pick up that frag onto Fireball. He will just run through the objective. He's not going to support the engineer. And he's through. They know he's through. No respawning Fireball just yet. Cresty is going to be able to get in that kill. But this is at least going to distract them. And we might see an insane time on this map. Fireball has spawned in. Here he comes on spawn side. Heard the footsteps. And it is going to be Outlaw with a really nice shot. Is he going to be able to finish off with the pistol? No. Really nice frag by Fireball. That was it looked like Outlaw all day. But they have managed to pick up that CP in the meantime. As Oxid have gone a little aggressive. Push towards that service side to get the plant down. Lots of damage going the way of Visual, but the respawning axes are going to come in. And the next push. Nice shooting again by Outlaw. They are going to be able to take down the players in the spawn. And it's only on Stray. For 15 seconds. He's got to hold this. Nice headshots come out. He's not going to get the gib. He is on some HP. Nice work from Stray. He's going to slow them down by a little bit. By about 5 seconds. He didn't get nailed first shot, which is good. But Outlaw's going to be able to get the objective. And he should be able to get out low as well. And so far, Visual just looking immense after that Gold Rush. I don't know, failure. They didn't look too good on Gold Rush. Maybe it was just Oxid were very good on Gold Rush. Because they were. They did get that full hold in. They did get the gold home, of course. Push coming across the top. Cresty's on Luger. He's going to have to get out like 6 headshots here. But it's not going to happen. And Outlaw's going to set an unbelievable time here on Frostbite. It's going to be 1 minute 55. 1 minute 55 here on Frostbite is insane. It really is. 3 frags is the top frags. Okay. 1400 overall damage for your team. God damn. Ready ups are coming in. This is a best of 5, of course. So there is still, regardless, at least 1 more map after this.
entrances.
They only have to hold it for 1 minute 55, but while they don't have a lot of time, the TEAMOXID guys, they know what they've got to do, which is basically get through very quickly. Can't be slowed down on the objectives. Grenadier's going to be able to come in and take down one. Plant should go down in that lower area. Spam was actually coming over the top, and Stray manages to get that plant down. The low push will come in with a minute remaining. That plant is going to blow in 30 seconds. And you do see the visual guys just camping the ladder for the next 30 seconds at least. It's going to be very hard to get up for the CP here. I don't think Otzi will try. There's no point. They're going to maybe go towards back. Nice headshot from Outlaw. He's not going to be able to get that frag. It's all on Gizmo for like 5 seconds until his reinforcements come towards CP. Maybe their low plant is going to get things done. Outlaw's grenade's going to deal with fireball. Insta-gibbed. Lots of damage coming out from Stray. I think Stray might make it just go through for the objective. He is. As Cresty actually gets a frag in towards Outlaw. Stray's going to be able to get his hands on the objective. One player is there. It is insane, I believe. Shots from behind. It is insane. He's going to get cornered. Gizmo's in courtyards. And they've got one push. This is it. Respawning access coming in. This nade has to get someone on the spawn. It doesn't. It doesn't. 30 seconds left. Fireball and Cresty pushing through the courtyard. Fireball's going to get shot in the back by Outlaw. And the Cresty is going to be 1-on-3 with a pistol. He's going to get shut down. And we are going to have Visual take the lead 4-2 after going 2-0 down. They're going to pull things back. They only need one more map. It is a best of 5. First to 6 points. They have now got 4. Let's check out the stats. I will update the scores on the screen. Here you go. Not gonna say too much. Anyway, so I was asking Woot in channel what's happening with the 3-on-3, because I see the 3-on-3 scheduled before the 6-on-6. Is the 3-on-3 third place game still being played? Has it been played? Because if it hasn't, I could potentially cast that as well. So I'm going to update the scores, and it's going to be ice. ET Ice could be the deciding map here for Visual. Oxid have to win this. They have to. And Visual will set the pace on attack.
Medic.
Actually, Visual is going to set the pace on attack. I think I said that. I'm not sure what happened. What if it's 4-4, then 5-5? Then we're going to go to that 6th map. 6th map in a best of 5. Don't jinx it. But fortunately, we have had the long maps, unless we have supplies the last map. But we have had the long maps already. If it's 5-3, then that's it. It's the first. Well, actually, no, it's not. Stop this. Stop the talk of double for holds. We don't want this talk. It's negativity. So we do have Visual on the attack. Maybe made it through to get that plant down. I think Gizmo is through. Did drop a nades. He is through. Maybe a little bit of pressure coming from the box room. Insane's going to have dealt with that kill. Gizmo's going to be able to get that plant down. As Insane nearly nades himself. They are running with an engineer. They were last time. They are indeed. Stray is not alive, unfortunately. So the kill's going to come in for the Allied team. They're going to give up that flag. And they're going to have to defend the back. They've lost the flag and service within the first minute. Not too great. And I didn't even see a real push coming into flag. So they're going a bit too over-aggressive. If you can't get the defuse, there's no real reason to push out into north. You can just wait for them to try and push into flag. Boost's going to come over the wall. Nice stop by Cresty. Revive will come in. The Stray does pick up a frag here. They are kind of... looks like Cresty's kind of panicked on middle. Respawn's going to come in for the Visual team. I'll spec Outlaw as the spearhead of this attack towards service. Nade comes out. He does dodge it. Damage towards players behind him, surely. As he is going to get off quite a bit of damage. Revive comes in. It is insane with on low HP. That was probably from the grenade. Push coming through. Visual taking a lot of damage. It is insane to pick up a double frag. And he is going to make it across middle. And up the inside ladder. Oh no, he's not. He's camped it out. He's waiting. So they might not know where he is. They can't see him very easily. Nice. Frag comes out as Fireball tried to get some information. Fireball's out for 15 to 20 seconds here, and they are going to have two-man push up top. Visual are in position to take the objective. Straight all by himself is going to get completely overwhelmed by two players. The objective is picked up all on Cresty now, who manages to get one frag. And Outlaw drops down, and the pistol frag comes out from Cresty. Nice save. He had to get that frag. The respawners are coming in for Oxids. And will they be able to tie this up? Will they? 2.5 minutes off the clock. And the Visual are coming again. Then for that objective, nice. Gib comes in. 15-second full spawn there for Cresty. And the next push from Visual is going to be against 2. Well, it's actually going to be against 1 because Fireball's gone ultra defensive on long. And they are doing the old tree defense. Full spawn potential is here. Cresty's pushing in. Does manage to get that frag. As the refrag comes in. They keep trying to do this jump. A nice revive work in north. Insane is going to be able to get the frag and revive. I think the respawn's coming in of the allies very soon. They have got an ally player here on this long ladder. They're going up the outside. Yep, Fireball is in position. He gets the damage in. And he gets 2. In RCW, this was a pretty key position. You could... a lot of the old strategies in Fenzas, for instance, used to just literally have one LT at the top of this ladder, which is a field up. No medic support, but just to have one LT up here. I thought it was really strange, but it did seem to work. Because you can see a lot, shoot a lot, and you're basically supporting everybody. 3-on-3, it's a bit more difficult. The objective is going to get picked up. And so the kill's going to come in. It's going to be Outlaw against Cresty. He tries to jump down, and he has dropped it on the floor. Whether they know it's on the floor now, I don't know if they know where it is. Yeah, they know.
Objective secured.
That's another old one. Jump out, die on the floor from falling to your death, and just pass it straight to someone else. Not so good in 3-on-3. Push is going to come up the ladder. Cresty camping it. As Gizmo, oh, they could have timed that a little bit better. It doesn't matter. They are going to get their hands on the objective. The respawning allies are going to come in. Where is he going to decide to go? He's staying up top. He's going across the top. And he's going to glide straight away. Speed is of the essence. And he just doesn't make it. The secure will come in. As Outlaw's going to be able to get that frag and revive on south. But you should see Gizmo pick up the objective once more. And I think Fireball's alive somewhere. He is. And he does get that frag. Could have just gone down spawn ladder. It's much easier to just go down spawn ladder than try and get in that hole on middle. That hole has been the bane of a lot of Dox carriers, I can tell you. The push comes up top. I think there's a duel up here. Cresty against Outlaw. And so far, Oxid have added quite a lot of time to the clock. They have given themselves a reasonable chance on their own attack. It did look really bad a couple of minutes ago. Cresty saving the day for his team, of course. Insane still on top. He is going to be able to get those kills in and going to start putting some pressure on towards the objective. That is one out full as well. Cresty can hear the footsteps. Reload comes in. That's nicely timed by Cresty. He does take a lot of damage. Fireball's going to be able to get in a frag as well, and it's just down to Outlaw, who comes around the back. He's going to just camp it out a little bit. I think Cresty spotted him. He did. Going to get off some long-range shots. Respawn coming. Well, yeah, that's one way to respawn. Doesn't have to self-kill. Respawn came in. He's pushing through the gate. Didn't realise Insane was in position. Lots of damage come towards Cresty on that main gate. And they have been pushed back into their own spawn. What is this? This is so strange to see the Axis do this. As they are going to get drawn in. And they had a small opportunity maybe to get up that spawn ladder. We'll have Stray maybe just hold that. The allies are just going to play things out. Trying to wait for that respawn. Insane's going to start pushing up the ladder. And Stray's going to get some easy shots on him. Yep. As Gizmo's going to push up long with Outlaw. Fireball could be somewhere here. He is up top. Fireball is going to get in that frag. And you did see the insta-tap coming for Outlaw. Headshots from Gizmo. Nice shots. He's going to be able to pick up that objective. They are going to try and get a time on the board. He should... shoulda, woulda, coulda. Could have just gone down spawn ladder again.
Objective secured.
Didn't know the position of Stray. Respawning allies are going to come in.
Objective taken.
2 players on top. It's going to be Outlaw going towards long. They have got 3 ally players. See, they could go down spawn ladder and just get away here. They know it's at the top of long. And you see what's going to happen with the allies is if they don't push up, then they have. And it is going to be Outlaw to somehow make it away. He is getting chased. Fireball is going to get dropped and they should set a time here. It will be about 9.5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, lots of damage. He does get taken down. Gizmo gets the pass the parcel pickup. We saw that from TSB last night. As Visual start making it away. I'm not sure if they're going to get caught or not. Doesn't look like he is. Visual's going to manage to set a time. It is going to be 7.5 minutes. That's a pretty decent attack against for Oxids. They've given themselves a lot of time. They've given themselves a great chance. However, Visual, of course, will be defending to be champs. World champs. So we're going to have Oxid on the attack. They have to win this. 7.5 minutes or so. Tie things up to 4-4. We might see the deciding map be Adder Nest. Cresty picks up 2. No Gibbs though. Nice revive work there from Gizmo. They're going to still put pressure on towards this plant, which has gone down. They have got an engineer. Insane is still there. He is going to get revived as well. I think he's got Outlaw for backup. Stray does get the frag in. It's just a one-on-one, and they are going to get the defuse in. Nice work from Outlaw and Insane in that box room. So it is going to be a service delay, and all the delays are going to count for Visual. They might lose the flag, though. They probably will lose the flag here. Fireball is quick on that. He's going to push heavily out into south. Footsteps to your left. Teammate with you. Visual deciding not to push forwards. So respawning Axis will come in. Don't want to get caught on this spawn frag, so I understand that. The nades could be horrible. Nice work from Oxid, but Visual should respawn back in. You'll probably see them respawn back in defensive. They are. In ET, you can spawn on both huts. You can select your spawns. In SW, it was always the person with the lowest points would spawn on the hut,
Destroyed the main entrance.
which was kind of okay, kind of annoying. You just have to have your LT on the hill, basically kill out every spawn. As we have got an Axis player behind the hut area. Yes, camping the spawn. They know they're here, I'm pretty sure. As Outlaw looked to be going towards the flag, and now he's going to do the jump to sort of get back with his team. And this push is going to come up spawn ladder. Fireball's going to have the freedom to pick up the objective, or at least just hold it. He will pick it up. He's going to be against 3. They see him going across the top. I'm pretty sure they saw him go across the top. And they are camping the long ladder, but Fireball will know that he can just drop down. He knows what he's doing. He's going to camp the ladder. Gets flanked from behind. It was actually Visual getting the frag in from below.
Only 5 minutes, soldier.
So it's going to be Cresty to wait for backup. I think he's all alone. Here's the health packs in north. Oh, did they get on the spawn time? No, they didn't. Outlaw nearly gets that on the Axis spawn time. One player is going to be out for full. Need to get in that Gib they have. And it's just going to be on Outlaw. He has to get these frags in. It's very similar to what we saw from Cresty. He picks up 2, gets dropped. Cresty just needs to pick up the objective and go. He's got 15 seconds. Just go straight down spawn ladder. I want to see how he can mess this up. Because if he tries to go onto midway and get shot, I will go mental. He is. He's going to be able to make it away. Nade from a teammate. Oof. Risky. Cresty is going to be able to make it away, but the push is going to come from south. And he has only got a Luger in his hands. Stray did a bit of a delay job that he could. And they are Not sure. As you see, Cresty go back to the main spawn. Flag has been picked up by the Elysium team. I keep calling them Elysium because that's their 6-on-6 team name. It's their visual team. So they have got 3 players. They haven't got ammo. There are the 3 medics. Nice Gib comes in from Stray. It is only going to be 2 players. As he's going to try and go for that Gib. It's going to be 2 players for visual now. They're going to go quite aggressive. Where is he? Where is he? Cresty's going to take a bit of damage. Got the support of Fireball here. And so I think Insane actually spawned back in. They're going to try and rush him, and they are going to secure the objective. Really nice work from Visual. I don't think he could have run straight away. When he decided to go back to his first one, he would have got cut off. So it was a good choice, but I think on ice, you kind of have to need to all spawn at the same place. They are going to recapture the forward spawn. 10 seconds for the respawn time. And Insane's going to be able to get that double frag and the flag reclaim. He's going to kill out, and you'll probably see Visual play quite defensive here on service. They won't push forward too much. They'll wait for a shorter spawn. I say that. Outlaws just packs out, going as fast as he can. He's going to meet them in the north halls. They'll do as much damage as possible. It just can backfire. He is going to get quite a lot of damage in. He has got Insane for backup and Gizmo in the flag. This is a nice move from Visual. Again, if they're all doing the same thing, it's cool. Gizmo's going to hold here for full. Risky. He's going to be risking full here. He wants to back off. Probably a smart move. Oxid getting the flag. 2 players pushing through north. Like the clock said, there are only 2 minutes. Pushing for the flag again. They're going to respawn back. Visual are just being really, really frustrating with the flag grabs. I love it. You hate that as an attacking team. They are going to eventually get their hands on it. They should have it secured. So this all stemmed from the docks run that didn't make it. And they've lost another minute and a half, 2 minutes trying to get those that flag and get control of north again. Nice shooting comes out from Outlaw. He's going to go aggressive. Fairly short spawn for the Ally team. Nades will do the damage here in north. It doesn't look like they're pushing. They're not going aggressive. He's trying to get the information if they're even here. They are here and hereabouts. Nice shooting here again from Outlaw. He's hitting loads of headshots, this guy. Easy. As well, they've got 20 seconds to get their hands on the objective. These kills need to come in. Gizmo, I think, is backed off with a nade in his hands. He has managed to take down one. But Cresty needs to get the objective and just run. He has 1 push. You don't have time for walks. You don't have time. No, Insane can just delay you. Come on, Cresty. No! That's it. That's the end of the game. Cresty's not going to get the objective. And it is going to be Visual coming out as the victors and champs of the 3-on-3 tournament here at the KBG LAN. I'd say it was very well deserved. They did have a very poor start on Gold Rush. Their attacks on Delivery and Frostbite were amazing. And we saw some really nice performances. I don't think they lost a game the entire tournament. They didn't lose a game in the 3-on-3. They didn't lose a game in the group stage, sorry. They didn't lose a game in the playoffs, obviously. It's a single elimination. But they are going to come out on top of a best-of-5 grand final, winning 6-2. And looking at the stats, we do have 27 frags coming out from Insane, 23 from Cresty. But that's going to be the end of the KBG LAN 3-on-3 tournament. I hope you've enjoyed it. There have been some really good games. But as said before, it is going to be Visual coming out as your champions. It is going to be Gizmo, Insane, and Outlaw. And they are going to be the 3-on-3 tournament winners.